going everywhere news breaks, bringing you right to the story. With complete coverage at 6 p.m. Summer Knowles, Stuart Moore, First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi, WESH 2 News at 6. Local, live, late breaking.
A chilly rain right now will give way to some very cold temperatures and wind chills overnight tonight. We have freeze warnings in effect. It's a severe weather warning morning, not just Friday, but again on Saturday. I'll have all the latest straight ahead.
Developing tonight, a neighborhood inundated with water. WESH 2 is getting answers into what caused a water line to break in a Pine Hills neighborhood. Plus,
right now we're just focused on finding these suspects, identifying them.
Ocala police say an elderly worker was attacked when he tried stopping 3 people from stealing Stanley cups. We have the surveillance video that caught the crime.
Local, live, late breaking. WESH 2 News starts now.
Right now at 6, if you thought it was cold the past couple of days, it is only going to get colder. In fact, we will have a severe weather warning day for tomorrow and Saturday morning. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Stuart Moore.
And I'm Michelle Imparato. Temperatures are expected to drop again tonight, and it will feel like the 20s in the morning. First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi is here now to time it all out for us. Hey, Tony.
I tell you what, guys, let's go ahead and do that for you. We think from midnight to 10 a.m., those wind chills will fall back into the 20s and 30s. And then Saturday morning, we'll have some wind chills, but really the story is the potential for a hard freeze and freezing temperatures here in many communities as we wake up Saturday morning. These are the freeze warnings now in effect for Friday morning. We'll have to watch the cloud canopy here. I'm inclined to believe that it may be more towards the north than the west, but either way, though, these temperatures are going to drop overnight tonight, and the combination of those winds overhead are going to drop these temperatures into the mid-20s, at least it feels like temperatures. And then outside right now, it's a raw, damp Thursday night as folks are heading home along I-4, the 417, the Turnpike, the 528 Beach Line, and the 429 as the rain is coming on down because of this area of low pressure to our south and our east. But as we get deeper into the evening, that low pressure is going to gradually begin to pull away. The moisture will depart. The clouds may linger, but those temperatures indeed are going to drop. In fact, we'll be in the upper 20s and the lower 30s. That's why we have the freeze warnings here. Depending upon how quickly these clouds clear, we'll likely have a freeze in northern Sumter County, northern Lake County, the interior now, northwest nook there of Volusia, and the interior of Flagler County. As we think we're going to be looking at the potential for a freeze right about in here. We'll talk more about that and the even colder temperatures that are set to move in for Saturday morning when I see you at 6:18. Guys, back to you.
Thank you. Several counties will offer shelters tonight for those who need a warm place to stay. We have a list on our website, or you can download the WESH 2 mobile app. Be sure to turn on alerts for any changes to the weather for your area.
Just into the WESH 2 newsroom, this man is in jail, charged with crimes against children. Edgewater police say 21-year-old Ali Moreno used social media to pose as a juvenile boy. Police say he groomed the 2 14-year-old victims and assaulted them in person. Moreno is being held without bond. Investigators believe there may be more victims out there. If your child has had contact with him, call police immediately.
Ocala police are looking for 3 people accused of shoplifting after they say an elderly worker who tried to stop them was attacked.
They say the suspects were trying to steal Stanley cups. WESH 2's Tonight Gebergedigas has surveillance video from the store to show us what happened. And if you know anything about the suspects, you can send anonymous tips to Crime Stoppers of Marion County. Governor Ron DeSantis was in Jacksonville today hosting a roundtable on immigration. He also addressed his plan to have a special session on the issue next week.
The governor addressed that memo from leaders of the House and Senate saying the special session was premature.
It's not premature. Now's the time to act. We can't drag our feet. We can't wait for something to go into effect in July. We need something immediately, and we need to get everything moving, and we need to do what we told the people that elected us that we would do.
One of his proposals would require local law enforcement agencies to have 10% of their sworn officers available to perform as an immigration officer. The governor said he would provide law enforcement with extra funding to make that happen. Today, we spoke with Seminole County Sheriff Dennis Lima about using some of his workforce to assist in any new immigration policies.
when you talk about 10%, you're talking about a big money. It's a little bit different for smaller agencies, but I think that we're taking a wait-and-see kind of posture, see what the legislature does, and then at the conclusion of that, when they decide and they vote on whatever it is, we will fulfill our pledge and commitment, whatever that is. And that's, again, to enforce the laws of the state of Florida.
The special session is set to start next week. We're following a developing story in Orange County for you tonight, where a water line is ruptured, sending water towards homes in a Lockhart neighborhood.
The break is at Bell Boulevard and Ridge Terrace, just north of Beggs Road. And the good news is that the water flow has been stopped, but many homes are without water tonight. WESH 2's Greg Fox is there and has the latest information on what may have caused the break. Again, the water flow is now stopped, and it could be 8 to 12 hours before water is restored to all of the affected homes. A boil water advisory is expected to be issued, and parts of the road will be closed for repairs, but detour signs will be posted. Sunrail is on track to move forward with plans to extend service to Orlando International Airport and eventually add weekend service.
A big steps towards that is the beginning of this year. The funding for the rail service started coming in 100% from the local counties and cities along the 61-mile rail line. WESH 2's traffic expert Megan Mackey at the monthly Rail Commission meeting today. She's joining us live from Sunrail's busiest stop in downtown Orlando. Megan, local leaders say the airport extension and weekend service is at the top of their to-do list.
Yeah, but just because it's at the top does not mean it will happen soon. Link Central is their busiest stop, and if they have weekend service, this place would be packed. But local leaders tell me it's not that simple, and it comes at a huge cost. And after the study is done, local leaders say they can then move forward with constructing the rail line. But until then, they cannot begin work on that Sunshine Corridor. Reporting live in Orlando with your First Warning Traffic, Megan Mackey, WESH 2 News.
Again, thank you. The city of Kissimmee is offering a new outdoor activity fit for the whole family.
Still ahead, the educational benefit visitors can get from all new guided pontoon boat tours. Plus,
so basically, we're trying to build a shield of protection around all of our students.
Next at 6, the new tool being used at Volusia County schools that uses smell to detect hidden dangers inside the classroom.
Tonight, we'll take it behind the scam suddenly sweeping the country. Messages sent to drivers demanding payment for unpaid tolls, what you should know. And movie magic, is AI playing an outsized role in Hollywood? When we see you back here tonight.
We've extended our year-end prices through January. Shop now at Toyota of Orlando and Toyota of Clearmont.
Keeping you connected to the stories that impact you. Every night at 7, Michelle Imperato, Stuart Moore, and First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. WESH 2 News at 7. Local, live, late breaking. Kellyanne Class on WESH 2 News.
Volusia County has seen its share of weapons at schools, and today we're getting a better idea of how they're finding some of them by using a specially trained dog.
WESH 2 Volusia County reporter Pamela Combe caught up with the team sniffing out the scares.
All new at 6, the city of Kissimmee is celebrating new eco-tour services at the Lakefront Marina. Residents and visitors can now enjoy guided pontoon boat tours and explore Lake Toho. They'll learn about the history of Kissimmee, local wildlife, endangered species, and the Everglades system. Mayor Jackie Espinoza and other city leaders brave the cold temperatures, gathering at the lakefront to celebrate today's ribbon-cutting ceremony. Tour operators Christopher and Yvette Passmore said that they're excited to show people what Kissimmee has to offer from a different perspective.
We've had people on our boat that are local from Kissimmee, and they've never had the perspective from being on the other side. So we're very happy to be able to bring new memories to their families and just have people experience what we get to be blessed with every day.
The tour boat is ADA accessible and pet friendly. The link to purchase a tour ticket can be found on our website, wesh.com.
Time for Central Florida certified most accurate forecast with First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. Tony, we were talking about this in the break, and you've been hearing about it from everyone. We live in Florida. We're sick of this.
Yeah, listen, here's how I'm going to direct you and them. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. Let's just get through the next 48 hours, too. Why you got to be like that?
It's going to be cold, Tony. I'm tired.
It is going to be cold. But we're almost there, man. It's like, you know, you just ran the race. You get towards the finish line, and you're there. Friday and Saturday, he doesn't like that analogy, but he knows I'm right. Friday and Saturday morning, freeze potential. In fact, there could be a hard freeze up in Marion County. We've got wind chill concerns as well Friday morning. And then, Stuart, we go into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Temperatures go into the high 60s and then the middle to the upper 70s by Thursday. So we're almost at the finish line with this cold stretch. Just got to watch now. Both Friday morning and Saturday morning. In fact, by Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, a lot of you are going to be outdoors, maybe golfing or just getting out enjoying that little yellow thing we call the sun that's going to be in the sky. We haven't seen that in a while. Tower cam now. Oh, man, that is just raw, damp, and nasty. Mid-40s now along the I-4 corridor. Still a little bit warmer up towards Ocala, where it's just overcast. And the reason for the rain is a little area of low pressure, a little disturbance down to the southeast developing with time overnight tonight that's going to start to pull to the north and east, and then we'll lose the rain and we'll get some breaking up of the clouds north and west. That's going to allow for potential temperatures in the high 20s, 29 Citra, to the lower 30s. We'll have to watch that cloud canopy. I'm going to be fine-tuning that for everybody as we get to you into the 10 and 11 o'clock later on tonight for updates on these overnight lows. 39 Orlando, 40 in Titusville, 35 in Daytona Beach, just above freezing, but west of 95. There may potentially be a freeze in Volusia County. Most concerned, though, here in Marion, a 4-hour freeze duration. Again, the pets, people, and pipes. We just got to be mindful of that here going forward. Freeze duration for Reddick and Denellen could be upwards of 4 to 5 hours there. Ocala 3 to 4, Salt Springs 3 to 4, Bellevue looking like about 2 hours with a temperature there 31 degrees. So low pressure does pull away as we get you out the door in the morning. Sunshine will return. But it's still going to be chilly. Temperatures tomorrow running still well below normal by about 17 degrees, about 55 here along the I-4 corridor. A little bit cooler as you head up towards Marineland and Palm Coast, off towards the south and west, about 56 down towards Polk County. Now, 3-day forecast for Ocala, 30, 28, 35. Going to be some freezing temperatures here, but at least by Sunday afternoon, it's going to feel a whole lot better. Speaking of the weekend, Saturday morning, a much larger freeze potential. Look at this watch now. All of Lake County and a good chunk there of our northern communities where the temperatures here will be at or below freezing for several hours. Just above freezing, Leesburg, Sanford, Orlando, and Bithlo. We'll continue to fine-tune those numbers here for you. But just know this. Looks like Saturday morning, almost all of our reporting sites may see their coldest temperature if this forecast is indeed correct. So we'll keep you posted on that. So the chill in the morning with high pressure nearby. That high builds back towards the east as we head into Sunday. We get more of an onshore flow, and that will begin to moderate those temperatures. 62 on Saturday and then 69 on Sunday. So let's go ahead and put it all together here now for you one more time. Your updated 7-day forecast, 55, 62 after those cold mornings. Sunday, our transition day into the upper 60s. Check this out now. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're jumping up to the middle 70s. Overnight low temperatures going from the 40s into the low and the mid 50s, right about where we should be for the end of January.
Tonight in sports, we are bringing you inside the Kia Center where the Orlando Magic are back in action at home against the Portland Trail Blazers. But that is far from the biggest storyline. Instead, we're going to talk a little bit about a big return. In particular, Franz's big return. We'll hear from Franz Wagner as he gets ready to make his first start in 20 games.
WESH 2 Sports is sponsored by Mullinax Ford, Florida's largest Ford retailer. For upfront pricing and no dealer fees, shop Mullinax where car buying is simple, easy, fun. Now, WESH 2 Sports, sponsored by Mullinax Ford.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Kristen Lago, and welcome inside the Kia Center, where much like Paolo Watch, I am happy to deliver the news that Franz Watch has come to an end. Magic forward Franz Wagner will make his first start tonight against the Trailblazers for the first time since tearing that right oblique back on December 6th. His return to the court could not come at a better time for the Orlando Magic, who are currently stuck in a 4-game losing skid. While the offense might run through Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner adds so much versatility to this starting unit, not only as an elite downhill scorer, but as someone who is so skilled at shot creation. And having the health of this team progress as this season comes down the stretch is going to be so important. The Magic have fallen into 8th place in the Eastern Conference standings, but they're going to be taking on some teams that are in the playoff hunt. So having this team healthy, getting some wins together, going to be so important to get out of that play-in spot. Covering the Magic tonight at the Kia Center, I'm Kristen Lago. We'll be right back.
We have several stories we're following for you tonight at 7.
A federal judge puts a hold on President Trump's plan to end birthright citizenship. Plus.
And also, I feel that they're paralyzed. They don't know what recourse they have. They don't really know what to do.
Mixed status families, undocumented parents who may face deportation with their American-born children. How thousands of kids in Florida could be impacted as our country's immigration policy is reshaped. That's our report for tonight. NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt is next.
We'll see you again at 7 and 10 and 11. Have a great night.
Thank you for watching WESH 2 News. Get caught up on local news, originals, and more. Download the Very Local app and stream for free on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, iOS, and Android mobile devices.